name's Amelia, and I'm here with my father, and I'm going to ask him questions about livestock and poultry. The first question is, what is your favorite animal to cut?
I was a butcher for a couple of years, and when I was a butcher, my favorite animal to cut was beef or cow.
What is the largest animal you've cut?
A cow. Cow is the biggest one.
What parts of the cow are useless?
There's not really anything that's useless, but not everything is eaten by people. So a lot of things that are not eaten by people are actually processed into other products. For example, things like bones and cartilage are processed to be turned into other consumer goods. Things like the cow fat was taken by makeup companies, and things like bones were processed into other food products or into other types of fertilizer.
How long were you a butcher?
I was a butcher assistant for about 2 or 3 years, probably 3 years, and then I was a butcher for about 3 years. So maybe total of 6 years time working as a butcher.
Why do you need different knives?
So there's different knives for different reasons. You use big knives to cut large muscles away from the bigger pieces of meat, and then as the butchering gets to be more fine, you need different knives that do different roles. So big long knives are made for cutting like a big shoulder section out of the shoulder clod, and then you'll use a smaller knife to make the roasts, and then you'll use even a smaller knife to make the steaks, and then you'll use a really small knife to trim up the meat so that it looks nice and clean. A lot of times it's used to cut the tendons and the fat off so that it looks like a nice piece of meat, nice and clean. People don't like eating meat that looks all raggedy.
Ew, he's nasty. I want to puke. It hurts. Very, very nasty. How much different animals have you cut?
I have cut cow, which is beef. I have cut pig, which is pork. I have cut turkey, which is a type of poultry. I have cut chicken, which is a type of poultry. I have cut quail, which is a type of poultry. And then I've cut a whole bunch of fish. So I've cut salmon, I've cut cod, I've cut rockfish, I've cut white bass, I've cut sea bass. So it looks like about 10, maybe 12, maybe a couple of fishes I forgot.
How much meat is in an average pig?
Pigs, we would usually not buy a whole pig. We would get boxes of pig parts. So for example, when we would order beef, they would come in 4 big pieces. It's called quarters, and they would be hanging. So like they would have the front leg, they would have the back leg, left and right, and they'd come in 4 pieces.
What is the smallest animal that you've cut?
Probably a quail or some of the small fish.
Thank you.
Love you, baby.